I got you something. And I want you to take it because I know you don't want it. Hey everybody, welcome to the PJC cast, also known as the Proud Jacuzzi Crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name's Dane.
And I'm Jimmy.
And today we have a very special guest in the tub, Tirumari.
Hello.
And Tirumari,
Hey.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
And what do you do? What do you do, Tirumari?
What don't you do?
Thank you. I am a comedian and an actor, and I am also, as of last year, a full stack software engineer.
Oh damn!
Yeah. With to be fair, I'm still looking for freelance work, so hit a dude up if you want.
That's the PJCcast@gmail.com for any programming work that you need Tirumari to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's
but
what
you
I'm
do
doing.
podcasts too, though, right?
I do. Yeah. My comedy group, Komedio Comedy. We do Nerd Rage: The Great Debates. And I'll have other stuff to plug probably. I'm assuming we're doing plugs at the end or whatever.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. So, Nerd Rage is our main podcast right now, and we do a lot of live shows at conventions. We'll be at Kraken Con soon.
Ooh.
And
That's a
other
real
stuff
thing.
like that. Yeah, I know.
It's the last one.
And we're really excited because the podcast is gaining some decent traction.
Nice.
And so shout out to any listeners that might be here because of that.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to share a link on Komedio for this episode.
Well, yes, please.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but we had somebody in Sweden download every episode of our podcast the other day.
Definitely on purpose.
Somebody in Sweden just decided to do that. One person decided to do that. So shout out to Sweden also.
So mysterious.
Do you find with your podcast that you get random spikes like that?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So it's not just us. We're not just an anomaly.
No, yeah. People will randomly. That's like one of the fun things. You remember Stumble Upon? How like that was a thing?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Blast from the past.
To make another nice old reference, XKCD had a comic or a post about how like a person will or an internet thing will be discovered by someone new. Like every 20 minutes or some absurdly small time window. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, then you shouldn't be being mean to people who don't know internet memes.
No way.
Yeah. Because then they'll find out eventually.
My dream, speaking of which, is to have either a segment on this show or a separate podcast about memes that I want to call Meme Worlds.
Okay, cool. Good.
Do you want to explain why that name? Because it's my favorite part of your dream.
It's a play on Mean Girls.
Cool. Okay. I was trying to place it.
It's called Meme Worlds.
Right. Cool. And
So-
you're gonna keep trying to make that happen.
I'm gonna listen.
You're gonna make that title happen.
That's like a web show.
Jimmy's not always here. Sometimes Dane will just get up to mischief.
Getting in that old cookie jar of memes.
that meme cookie jar.
So in this scenario, are you saying that you're gonna explain memes to yourself in an empty room?
That's right.
Okay, cool. Just fact checking.
Podcast for one.
Excuse me, podcast for one, please.
Not to plug another comedy group I'm a part of, but the Super Trash Bros. We stream on Twitch. And
Wait, say that slower.
The Super Trashed Bros.
Oh, okay, there you go.
We stream on Twitch. Check us out. We do weekly tournaments and monthly tournaments and all that kind of stuff. Video game drinking tournaments.
Oh, just
Yes.
not necessarily Super Smash Brothers.
No. Our weekly
okay.
tournaments have a lot of Super Smash Brothers, but then our monthly ones for money have indie games. And things
Holy
like that.
shit, for money!
Yeah. Call the
like
Drunk Apple
that.
on. Yeah, please come by. But when the hosts are there, there's like 5 of us. So usually it's like at least a couple of people on the mic in front of the camera.
Dang.
But then sometimes they'll leave me alone, and I'll be the only one on stream.
Sure.
And that gets weird because then I feel this pressure to just talk about what's on my mind.
Talking.
And then it's just like a full 10-minute stream of consciousness. And there are like dozens and dozens and dozens of these videos on YouTube now.
Oh,
Because we back
no.
everything up to YouTube. Someone is one day is going to troll through all of those and be like, I don't know. They're just going to be like, this guy was a complete idiot. It turns out the whole time.
Every top comment, total idiot.
Yeah. I'll
I'm
never make
sure
it onto
you're
the
not
Supreme
being
Court.
an idiot.
And or they'll just make a super cut of all of them.
That's true. Ooh. Yeah.
Solomari. All right. Well, we have a job to do here. People
Cool.
in this
get down
hot
to
tub. All right. How are the Jets feeling, by the way? The hot tub Jets, the very real.
Well, I'm sitting on one because that's just guest etiquette.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Our first
choice.
gentleman's choice. Our first Would You Rather comes to us from the never-ending pit of Would You Rathers that were sent to us from our friend Sam in Los Angeles. And Sam asks, somewhat, would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or stuck in a broken elevator? Feet dangling, just the wind
This is
whipping.
actually,
I think I already have my answer, but you guys,
We gotta
talk about this. Yeah.
this
through
struck
it.
me at first, but I'm just like, man, they're both
They're very bad.
terrible in
very
different ways.
terrible and bad.
I'm afraid of heights. Ski lifts don't have like protections. I'll never in my life go skiing.
They have a bar.
Do they though?
They have one.
A lot of them have
I've
safety
never
bars.
seen a bar.
They have
on
one bar.
on a film, which
It's the
films
only
don't
one.
lie.
Old school ski lifts definitely did not have bars.
But
For sure,
would
and they were like
anyone do
rickety
it?
park benches. That's what they look like.
new school,
New school.
the newest schools,
Yeah.
gotta protect those little baby children. So
Yeah.
they put the bars in.
How do they know when to raise the bar?
When they raised the house,
When they raise the roof.
they raised the barn.
I think it's a lot of the mechanisms will have like a thing that'll
auto do
flip
it.
the bar up, flip the bar down.
We're living in a world of technology and wonder where you cannot die on your way up to do a recreational
Isn't that
fucking
something?
sport.
Yeah.
a lot of these ski lifts even come with Wi-Fi.
How long are you on a ski lift?
Yeah. Are you talking about like the gondolas with like that are actually like enclosed little cubicles?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like the park bench
Okay.
suspended in the air.
Yeah.
And you know, you're going up and you're like, man, what's the password for this park bench?
I need to Facebook live stream this. You say.
I need to
Drop
show
your fucking phone.
That's the thing. That's what I was always so scared of. The one time I'd been on like a ski lift recently, I went on a winter retreat with some friends from college, and they were like, we want to learn how to snowboard.
sounds
ski.
magical.
Yeah, and so I went with them. I tried. I was like, might as well. First off, to preface this, my body was in pain for the next 4 weeks.
Sure.
Because like when you land on snow, it turns out it doesn't hurt that much of when you're all padded and it's like cold and
Yeah.
whatever. But then it turns out it's a lot of impact.
Yeah.
and
Later
your body
it comes
doesn't like
through.
it. Yeah.
Like being beaten with a bag of oranges.
Right. And
Ooh.
I must have been on that bunny slope, God, like 5-6 hours, just up and down, because I wanted to really try to get this, and I could not make it down the bunny slope
Oh,
on my
dear.
snowboard. I always fell over at one
Oh,
point.
you were boarding too.
Yeah, and then by the end of it, I fell so hard, and I was like, and there was one point where I fell and twisted my knee, and I just laid in the snow, and I was like, I can't believe I'm a grown man lying face down in the snow on a bunny slope. And I had to like breathe my way back to standing up.
Good for you.
Thank
man.
you.
Hey,
But then
I'm proud of you.
The last time I did it, this was the worst part of that whole day, is that I fell, I was sliding, I could not stop myself because I didn't know how.
Right.
And I ran into someone who was in a snowboarding class lower on the slope. And the teacher was convinced that I did it on purpose. He thought I was trolling it, and I was like, I would never. I'm just that bad.
Don't know me.
Yeah.
I am a nice
I
person.
somehow got worse over the course of the day. I think I was better in the morning. I don't know.
Probably fatigue.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm gonna say your poor body
Snow
got
fatigue.
yeah.
yeah. I'm not a coordinated person.
And like your eyes got bombarded with all those rays of the sun.
Right.
And
right.
Snow rays.
Those snow
they're called.
rays. They went through the lens of snow.
Right.
Burnt your brain.
Yeah. That's true.
Man.
Yeah, fun fact, polar bears are blind. That's not true.
Can't see nothing.
Yeah.
They eventually evolved to have a secondary lid that looked like cool shades.
Yeah.
Super cool shades.
Sonar
Right.
too.
But
for
they're
good
blind.
measure.
Right.
So now they just
They've
play
evolved.
piano
They've
instead.
evolved the cane. The red tip. It's just part of them.
It's their pointer fingernail. Tap 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 tap.
They apply for like seeing eye dogs, but then they just eat the dog
Yeah.
immediately.
What
dog.
a great scam we're running.
My companion smells delicious. I guess I don't need to go across this street very badly. I'm hungry now, says the polar bear before they melt away. Global warming, topical jokes.
They're melting away as well, though, in addition to the ice, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cool.
That's what sun does.
We need to speak truth to power.
But, guys, we're overlooking that old elevator.
There's no polar bears in the elevator.
There's no polar bears in the elevator.
I don't know if that's a pro or a con, but it's just where I'm at right now.
That's my favorite shirt, actually. It says, "There's no polar bears in the elevator."
Oh, hashtag deep.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Search for it. Google it for once in your life, people.
God.
No polar bears in this fucking elevator.
What does it mean? Fucking think about it.
Think about it deeper.
Yeah.
Critical think your way out of this fucking bubble you're in. You just flick their hat off.
Always wearing a hat.
Yeah, trapped in an elevator. I mean, like, are we allowed to interpret what this trapped means? Like,
Depends
how high are we?
Depends. Give me your
So,
interpretation.
okay, so are the relative heights of being trapped in an elevator and trapped in a
Spoilers.
ski lift?
You're allowed. Yes, it's
Okay,
fine.
but are they at the same height? Because a ski lift, usually, especially when I imagine a trapped ski lift, is very high.
It's very
like, precariously high, yeah. Because this isn't clearly like a scenario where you're just like, oh, and here we go. Have
And-
fun at the top of the slope, guys.
And then you're like 3 feet away.
Yeah, you're just like staring at the
Like,
attendant.
Hey, can I get a chili dog? Just reach it up to me. Put it on this pole. So you're talking like, is this a glass elevator that you can see how far you are?
Oh, that's also a good question. That would make it far worse.
It would make it far
yeah, that
worse.
would actually possibly change my answer. But yeah, like I'm gonna assume that the ski lift and the elevator are at the same height.
Equidistant.
Comparatively, yeah.
That's a
from the
good
ground.
assumption.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Because there's claustrophobia
right.
to contend with, which I'm not terribly claustrophobic for being a giant human.
Sure.
I would feel like I should be, just because most places feel smaller for me.
You mentioned your size just to make me and Jimmy feel bad, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Okay.
This is a power
Real
play.
fucking cool, you Jane.
Yeah. We should trap him in an elevator.
I am 7 feet tall, and both of these full-grown men are 3 inches tall.
We're gonna hop around and tell you the good things and the bad things.
Yeah, and also for 3 inches tall, we have a couple of great baritones.
Deep,
That's true.
booming 3-inch voices.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
maybe the biggest miracle of what's happening here.
It's all about the diaphragm,
it's
really.
The diaphragm.
Yeah.
Your use of diaphragm.
It's our diaphragms that are the size of like pennies or whatever.
Now, when I think elevators, I think of movies like Devil.
The elevator. Oh.
Devil. That's
Where's the devil's in that elevator?
Right.
And you don't know which one it is. Maybe it's you.
How big was that elevator?
Not big.
yeah.
Was it bigger than like a regular elevator?
Was it bigger than a bread box? It was bigger than a bread box.
Yeah.
It was the size of a regular
I didn't want to
elevator.
answer for you, but
How dare you put words in my bread box mouth?
Oh, I mean, the devil could also add a whole nother layer.
That's
Well, the devil came down the ski lift, and I had to take out my banjo and defeat him.
it's a good thing I brought it skiing.
ding ding ding. I am the world famous skiing banjoist.
Right? Yeah. Dueling skis and banjos.
I'm a high class hillbilly.
Yeah, we summer in the Hamptons, and then we winter in Tahoe.
In Tahoe.
But we always searching for devils. We're
that a
actually
devil?
just devil hunters in
Devil
disguise.
Pretty lucrative business, devil hunting. That's why we go to Hamptons.
We defeated the devil with a banjo, with a clarinet, with a harpsichord.
There's
we
different kinds of devils. You know, you need to be prepared.
And we have a solid gold version of each one of those instruments.
Yeah.
Solid gold harpsichord, pretty heavy.
Clarinet devil was a fucking nerd.
Should have seen him. Glasses.
It's me, the clarinet devil.
Ooh.
Anyway, elevator or ski lift.
We're pretty much saying that Woody Allen is the devil. I think that's what we were just
I
saying.
guess that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fine
fine.
with that
At this-
statement.
At this point, that's okay. Yeah, so I was talking about, and it doesn't say how long
Oh, that's
It
a good
could be
point.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Man, it's rough because I feel like no matter what, I would rather be on the elevator.
Yeah.
Hashtag spoilers. Jesus.
Are we not there yet?
I don't know. Are you You're there.
I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking blow.
You're cocked and ready.
That's right.
Watch out, everyone. Jimmy's about to blow.
Stand back. I'd be too fucking freaked out on a chair
Ski
lift.
lift.
On a ski lift.
Yeah.
But like there's claustrophobia to consider, but like what I worry about more is visibility.
Devils. Oh, sorry.
The visibility devils.
Visibility
That's right. Well, because like if you're on nobody,
We got your eyes covered.
ski lifts sort of close at a certain time, right?
Oh, it's true.
So like
Elevators never close.
elevators never close, and all I've been thinking about this entire question is a video I saw once where a guy went up on like a Friday evening and it stuck, and he was there all weekend.
No.
And that is like my worst fucking nightmare.
Have you seen the video of the guy who got stuck in an elevator with an insane person?
Oh, no.
What?
I mean, I've had enough of conspiracy theorists this year to be trapped in an elevator with one of them.
Just one, even for a minute,
The worst.
even for a hot minute.
Yeah. Ugh.
Anyway, Jimmy's decided
Yeah, even though I'm worried about that scenario,
now.
I'm still of it. I don't know if I would hate that more or less than just being alone.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't stand the boredom, I think. I guess you'd have I don't know.
Alone with your thoughts.
You'd have a smartphone, but I guess in this scenario it wouldn't help you.
Yeah, you should be on the ski lift so you can appreciate that view. Millennials always on their fucking
God,
phones.
millennials killing the
Trapped on
ski
the
lift.
elevator, LOL.
Millennials
Send
killing
help
this.
911.
The ski lift industry is going down because of millennials.
Right.
Is that avocado toast on my ski lift?
Jimmy, would the length of time change your answer?
I mean, no, because they're both awful.
Right.
Even if
But-
it was like 5 minutes on a ski lift and 50 hours in an elevator?
50 hours. 50.
God, I don't know. I feel like
Ooh.
it's rough. If they were different times, absolutely. But I mean, like, if it's like this equal amount of time and it's ambiguous, then it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. I'd rather be like an elevator is. It feels like solid ground, even though it's
Right.
super not.
Right.
I go on the Soarin' ride in Disneyland. Here's how afraid of heights I am. Because I'll go on that ride because it's a safe, magical world, right?
Sure.
But even there, they lift you up, right? And you're sitting and your
Little bit.
feet are dangling.
Yeah.
And
Dangling out.
I have to take... I'm like a crazy person. I take my shoes off before it goes up because I just wear slip-ons, right? Because if I don't do that, then I can't focus on the ride because I'm worried that my shoes are going to fall off.
I actually have that same worry, so I appreciate
They're
that.
never going to fall off.
No, they never
like,
do, yeah.
like it's always fine. And then I get on the ground, I'm like, no, they're securely on my little tootsies. But like, but I'm just like, I can't focus. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking bean someone below me.
Yeah.
On this fake ride. What about you, Tirumari?
I would also go with the elevator. I think my boring reason is because I think it's easier to save someone on an elevator than a ski lift.
Oh,
Because, like-
that's not boring.
Oh, okay, because I'm imagining myself on the ski lift and someone like all the way down there being like, "Hey, all right, we're getting a really tall ladder." Just like hold on a bit. And the elevator, you just take the stairs to whatever floor you can get to.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, even the glass elevator would make it much more upsetting, but I do feel like the glass in an elevator is like designed so that people like myself can break, because like we all have
no,
intrusive
they wouldn't
thoughts,
be able
right?
to, yeah, they wouldn't break
And we've all had those intrusive thoughts, like when you're up like really high and you imagine jumping over the rail or like
Sure.
going, and that alone freaks me out. And so at least the elevator would stop me from. Because then I'd be like, well, even if I have these thoughts, it's not going to happen because I can't. And that's the whole point.
What about if it was Willy Wonka's great glass
Oh,
elevator,
good reference.
and you were stuck in midair?
I referenced that elevator, by the way, last month, and
You're
no
not
one knew what I was
answering
talking
my
about.
question.
I would still take it
Talk in
because
the
if
air.
we're talking about canon, that elevator is indestructible.
Touche, sir.
Thank you.
You've out-referenced my reference.
Yes.
Indeed, a tip of the cap.
That elevator
The
probably
jacuzzi cap.
also has a button to just give you candy, so
That's
like
right.
you'll be fine.
That's true.
Magic
Yeah.
candy.
Like probably, right?
Yeah.
That would
Man,
be dumb otherwise.
That sequel made no fucking sense.
Didn't make any sense.
Why does he have that elevator? Why does he have to broker a peace deal between the United States and aliens? Like, none of it was justified. Yeah, dude.
I don't know about that.
They took the glass elevator out to space and they found some aliens and they had to broker a peace deal.
It's true.
Roald Dahl was good most of the time.
Yeah.
They were called vermicious canids.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. They had great big eyeballs.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
There's not been a movie adaptation
they
about
have
that.
not
I feel
made
so.
that.
I feel so seen in this jacuzzi.
You are safe.
Thank you so much.
You are here and you are safe. I would not because I need to be different or anything, but I would go with the what's it called? The other thing. What was it?
Ski lift.
Ski lift. Thank you. Yes. I would go with the ski lift because I love the outdoors. Oh man, I just love the brisk air on my skin, and then I could just be dangling, and like I'd have this whole day of winter wonderland that I'd be able to
Missing.
be in. Hey,
yeah.
mine would only be stuck for 5 minutes. You guys never decided.
Do we get to choose?
I never said you couldn't. Anyway, so I'd only be stuck for 5 minutes and then be thrilling.
Yeah.
And I'd be able to tell the tale forever, and it was death-defying. And I'd be hawking loogies over and like watching them.
Pressing all the sweet babes.
That's right. Like,
I was stuck on a ski lift. They're like, "Oh, do me!"
And there's a wooden drum below you, full of water, only 10 feet across.
and if I dive in, I go, does ski tips first. Make a tiny splash in the not yet frozen water.
Yeah.
I would definitely have to control the urge to stick my tongue on the pole,
Oh no.
because that's right there.
That's your intrusive thought.
Staring you in the face. Just being like, go on.
Yeah.
Probably won't work.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. I bet it tastes good. All these people touch it all the time. Gross.
When I was a kid, I definitely wanted to try that out because I didn't believe it was true.
Yeah.
But
You
the
were wrong.
image, the image of people finding me stuck to that kept me from not doing it.
No. Oh, so it was the social stigma rather than the
Yeah.
like pain of ripping it off.
Because that was like a common trope in the 90s, right?
It
like people
was.
sticking there. I mean, that was a Christmas Story. That was there was like a few like TV shows for kids that had
Dumb
that
and
going.
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah.
Yeah.
So
My big one was Christmas Story, where like I could not watch that scene. I'd run out of the room.
Oh,
I was
wow.
The tongue scene?
just
Yeah.
out of pure
Really?
jealousy.
I
Just
was a-
sheer jealousy.
That pole looks so delicious. No, I was a
want what he
chicken
has.
shit of a kid who couldn't handle any tension in any media. So it's like, oh, they're kissing. Go away!
That's hilarious.
Oh, somebody's mad at somebody. Run away!
Wow.
Definitely blew out my mic just now.
I had a VHS copy that of the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones, where my mom recorded it from HBO, but she paused the recording when like his face melts at the end. Spoiler alert! Fucking Indiana Jones, because is too scary for me. This
is.
shitty fucking claymation ass.
Hey, I saw how they made that, and it was very difficult. So don't you be besmirching the good name of
Jones.
Jones.
I mean, personally, I just love practical effects over digital, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Hey, Tirumari, we see you,
Oh, thank you so much.
and we love you.
I just love it when people are just
You're
like,
safe here.
oh, practical effects are so much better than digital. And it's like, yeah, we know, but also you can do a lot with CGI, okay? That's why everyone's doing it.
Porque no los dos, guys. Come on, put them both in there.
Yeah.
Green screen that puppet a little bit. Get some of the visceral like hand action, but then have their eyes blink real good.
right. Yeah.
Big fat frog eyes just blinking away, all wet and shit. Anyway, We did it. We did a would you rather. So that means it is now time for America's most favorite segment, Consumey Hearts, which is the name of it forever and never going to change. It's always Consumey, the name Consumey Hearts, where we take two, I would say, off the wall.
Attractive.
Sexually
arousing.
You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm putting words in my mouth.
That's kind of sexy too.
Yeah. All right.
You still comfortable, Tirumari?
I mean, I don't know what this is. There's
a lot of podcasts left.
Foreplay to this romance of consumer products.
Yeah, we've always said you can't buy it till you've played with it.
Sure. Yeah.
What's
that barcode?
You
Daddy.
You break it. You bought it, Daddy.
We're just gonna put Daddy at the end of our sentence.
How much does it cost? $69.69. Daddy. So we take two strange products. We discuss their merits, and we decide whether or not they'd fall in love with each other. Jimmy,
hi.
What is our first product today?
Well, do you guys like beverages?
Jimmy, you know the answer to this.
Yes. Feels like a trap, but yes.
Do you guys like
No, whenever he asks a question, it feels like a trap. You know why? Because it is.
Oh, shit.
It's a trap.
Oh, no.
You guys like cars, like automobiles?
I drive one.
Why? Yes, I do.
Why? Funny you should mention.
This is sort of a combination of those two things.
Wait. A car beverage?
This is from the brand Tailgater. That's tail like an animal's tail and gator like an animal. Tailgater.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the Tailgater gas-powered blender.
Oh, boy.
Gas
It
like
is
a Vitamix on steroids?
That's right, Dane. I don't know why they've chosen to put this neon green liquid in to illustrate that's a beverage.
Shit.
That's a drink.
That's fucking party juice, bro.
This is ice and Mountain Dew and the ooze from the Ninja Turtles.
No, you know what it is?
What is it?
It's a gator's tail.
Oh.
They put it in there and they blended it up.
Yeah.
Will it blend? Of course. It's gas powered. Duh.
Fucking blend that shit.
There's not a lot to this one. Our Tailgater blender is sure to attract plenty of attention in the lot or on a boat, camper, anywhere. Just fire up the 24cc 2-stroke 2.25 HP engine. This is a blender with a gas-powered engine. And sit back and watch the smiles and looks of disbelief among your fellow tailgaters. This party starter generates enough torque to mix up a batch of margaritas in seconds with no ice clumps.
Ice clump.
The thing I hate most when tailgating is a fucking clump of ice.
Yeah.
You know, I get this gas-powered fucking blender, and it's
Right.
like, oh man, what are the ice clumps?
Yeah, don't take it from us. Take it from this guy. When I use my tailgater, I fucking first of all, I'm crushing it day to day. I'm crushing it all the time,
all day.
I like to get my party juice going before I cheer for my favorite sports team, the racial slurs. And,
And I'm going to take a real big racial slurp of this beverage.
yeah.
Damn, guys. Taking them to task.
You listen. If there's one thing I want, it's I want my appearance on this podcast to shame every sports fan in the world.
Good.
Yeah, all several billion of them.
We have a lot of them listening.
Good.
So
Yeah,
we
you
really
like sports.
hit,
That's lame.
we hit that demographic.
Right.
Jimmy, give us a little bit more here. What are we dealing with? How big is this thing?
It's 11 pounds. I don't know if that's a lot or a little for a
gas-powered
blender.
engine. Like, you could put it on a scooter and make a little moped.
It's so tall. You know how like you can get a blender,
Yeah.
and it's got like just the base and it's not fucking that high.
Sure.
This base is like as tall as the blender. Like,
Well, it has a stroke engine in it. Like, it's got pistons, for God's sake.
like I can't tell by this picture, but I have to imagine it's like a pull motor, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
you gotta fucking get the blender
Oh my
going.
lord.
Good.
But
good
also
thing.
that must mean like there's no settings.
No.
Like
just
it's just
one.
on or off, and you better be fucking ready with your ice and drink.
But I remember put that lid on.
Oh shit! I forgot that it's a weapon now.
Yeah.
The blade is titanium. It will chew through anything you
Man.
give it.
Okay, so I apologize for my ignorance, but what kind of like gas supply is it? Like a little propane tank or something like that, or
I imagine it's gasoline.
It's gasoline.
what in
Yeah.
the world? So you just like siphon from your own car?
That's right.
That you're
Yes. It
Wow.
just says gas. Like
It's like a lawnmower, but
Yeah.
for smoothies.
right. Okay, yeah.
like it says
Oh,
all these
man.
numbers about the motor that are like a different language.
A lot
to
of
me.
cubic things.
25 cc 2.25 HP gasoline powered engine.
Well, that's all I need to know. 2.5 Harry Potters. Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's a lot of Potters.
Yeah.
It's a high Potter engine.
Oh boy.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Wingardium Leviosa car. I don't know. I was trying to link it to tailgate.
So real before we
It's a
move
better
on,
joke, Tirumari. That's because you're a comedian and I'm just a fucking podcaster. Oh, you don't? Yes, I am.
Nice.
I'm a professional
I am
comedian.
Larry.
I'd tell you the price, but it's currently unavailable.
Oh, shit.
But I will say that customers who viewed this also viewed the hashtag Lube Life water-based personal lubricant 275-gallon lube for men, women, and couples. Parentheses
that's-
a bunch of stuff.
that's very
this has
concerning.
this costs $6,969.69.
the tub of lubricant?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like this is somebody was like, I'm gonna list this item
Yeah.
as a joke.
Hey kids listening,
$5 shipping.
I am not a sexual person, but I'm going to tell you something real quick. You can get lube for free at Planned Parenthood. So just do
That's
that
good to
and
know.
don't buy a $7,000.
Can I get 275 gallons of it though? Like
Jesus.
I need like a lot.
Listen, if you get a gas-powered blender,
Right.
you want enough lube to get it real frothy. You put that lube in there, you get it real aerated and bubbly.
This lube comes
It's good
in
to know we haven't skipped the foreplay again.
flavors.
Flavor is good. List them for
All
us.
right,
Tubs of
before I list
flavor.
them, there's two different flavors that aren't original.
Wait, this isn't the second one, right?
This is I'm skipping ahead to this other thing.
Okay.
That isn't our second thing, but
This
we're
is just a bonus.
We're just going wild here.
It's effectively tailgating off of the first.
Oh, I see what you did there.
delicious. You both get to guess a flavor of sexual lubricant
Okay.
that you think this might be real.
Okay. Jackfruit.
Okay.
Daiquiri, strawberry daiquiri.
Close.
Oh,
Less
margarita?
close. So the two flavors are watermelon
Yeah.
Okay.
and mint chocolate chip.
Oh, that's gross as fuck.
No, thank
That's
you.
so gross.
Do you want a Girl Scout cookie on your dick?
Yeah, that's my favorite ice cream flavor, and no, thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm moving forward.
That's
Sure,
fine.
sure.
Our next item up for bid for auction is now being uploaded to my internet browser. And this is a book. A book by Andy Boring. And Andy Boring has written a book called Dick Swap.
Ah.
You can
yeah?
get it. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I understand everything about this now. Thank you for that title.
I'm ready to no.
You can get it on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the description.
Okay.
Keith and Kevin are best friends with the unique ability to remove their penises. Kevin thinks it would be a good idea if they swapped for a night. However, when one of the penises turns up missing, it leads them on a strange and beautiful quest of self-examination, friendship, and mystery. This is 34 pages of heart-pounding, dick-swapping
34?
action.
That's such a tiny book.
It's a book. It has chapters. Probably. Features and details. This was published in 2012.
Okay.
The language is in English. And it has an ASIN of B009JW29F4. And that's all of the details I
For
read.
all our library science listeners out there.
Does this book have an Amazon preview, perhaps?
Oh dear.
Can you look inside Dick Swap?
My dear jacuzzi friends. You can.
I'm gonna look inside Dick
yes.
Swap.
Dick swap.
Let me just for just a hot sec describe the cover for you. The full cover says Dick Swap on it, of course, by Andy Boring.
That it does.
But it seems to be a picture of a chiropractic session where a man is adjusting another man who's on a table. Not terribly out of the ordinary. It's just
Extremely unsexual.
unsexual in every.
I'm gonna call it the chiropractor is the secret villain, and he's stolen the penis and he's using it to massage people.
He does have.
It's the perfect crime.
He does have
Yeah.
an insidious mustache.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin got on the elevator after a hard day of work. He carried a bag of food from McDonald's. A haggard old black man was already on the elevator.
Oh man.
What floor? The man asked. 7, Kevin said. The penthouse? It's very luxurious. The man pressed the button. McDonald's. He looked at Kevin's bag. Yes? What'd you get? 5 cheeseburgers. No fries?
What? Fucking what?
No fries. The cheeseburger's a classic, though. The elevator stopped on the 3rd floor,
Thank God.
and the man
And they were trapped in it.
got out. The end.
God.
That's the end. That's
my
all
Lord.
of it. Oh wait, no wait. It keeps
I didn't
going.
have any dicks in it yet.
Was that a full chapter?
Yes, I guess.
Was that like a page and a half of a chapter?
Hi, Keith. This is Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Did you want to do something tonight? Like what? Go out. Where? I was thinking maybe Wild Times or that new place that just opened next to Applebee's. Also, I'd like to go to Applebee's.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
do that. Let's go to Applebee's and then Wild Times. I think it goes on like this.
Sponsored by Applebee's.
So okay, was that the following chapter? Or was
That
there
was
like
the
a cut?
following page.
So what was the point of the first chapter?
He eats a lot.
I guess
He
so.
ate 5 cheeseburgers
Oh my lord!
and wants to go to Applebee's real bad.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a 0-priced book.
It's free?
It's $0 on
Folks,
Kindle.
do-
Kindle.
Do not miss your chance. Download these books onto your grandmother's Kindles right now, immediately.
So I do have a theory about what this book is.
Go on.
I was listening to a podcast the other day that is about books, and there was a time where authors would kind of game the Kindle system because they get paid by
Right.
something like how many pages were viewed or something like that. So they would just like I can't remember exactly what the scam is, but essentially what these shady fucking authors would do, you know, these really
Incorrigible.
just really
Just making money.
bad blood people would just tripe many stories of just 24 to 40 pages
Right,
of
right.
of just like, and then she got up and then she went out and then blah 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 blah, and then everybody would like view each other's shit and get
Right.
paid for it.
So you're thinking that this book is basically like the guy who just wrote whatever the fuck came to mind, but he knew that people were gonna just flip the book and be like, Where the fuck is
Where's
the
the
dick
dick
swap?
swap?
Where are they gonna be swapped?
I gotta have my dick swap.
Gotta have my dick swap.
Oh man, I really thought just from the title alone that it was gonna be like an action thriller. Honestly,
I
thought it
would
was gonna
love
be like
that.
Dick Swappington is a middle-aged, handsome guy who his wife doesn't understand him, and his kids are assholes, and this isn't a power fantasy for me, the author. That's what I was really expecting.
Richard Swap.
Yeah. Also, wait. So the author's name was Andy Boring.
Andy Boring.
I mean, I'm not like trying to demand that authors become like all like pretentious and stuff, but why Andy? Like, why would you like just go by your like casual name?
And instead of Andrew Boring.
Yeah, like
It's-
Andrew Boring.
Come on.
Yeah.
Have some self-respect.
Also, with a last name like that, though, you can't write what you just wrote on those pages. You can't write a tense scene where a man carries 5 cheeseburgers up an elevator.
It's too intense for me.
Keith did not have a car because he was poor. Can you pick me up? I can do that. Can I borrow your penis for tonight?
Duh.
Just because we both share this unique talent doesn't mean we have to do it all the time. I was going to call Joan and have her come over later after Wild Times. Her vagina is very large.
Whoa.
She says she can't feel anything and makes me use one of those things.
Okay.
A dildo? Okay. Yeah, that. Wouldn't she notice? I found a website online that says they can do that. Make it bigger. I'll show her that website. The end.
I mean, there's a lot of like depraved porn out there. This isn't necessarily that, but you see plots like this. People get creative with their own fiction
over again,
and I don't want to knock any of those kinks, but like,
don't yuck their yum.
I would never yuck a yum.
No, don't do it.
I see yums all the time, and I never yuck them.
I don't want to yuck it.
Not at all.
Not gonna yuck it.
But like, it's one thing to do that. It's another to craft the premise and then write the worst porn about it, you know? This is written by a person who's never had sex or who's never seen sex.
Very large.
Yeah, she's got a huge gaping vagina.
It's too big for anyone.
And
she needs one of those things.
Yeah. And yes, a lot of people would probably do this thing where they would get a strap on or something. For my partner with the gaping vagina. That would probably solve the problem, and it would be a quick Amazon order.
Now there's a story for you right there.
Instead, I'm going to borrow my best friend's magical penis and insert both of them in at the same time.
Done. Done and done.
It's a lot. It's a lot of planning that I think we're being left out of.
So my friends,
Hi.
Will these two things find love?
I forgot about that part of it.
Right? It sneaks up on you.
It sneaks up on you. So what is our first product again? It's
so we have two detachable dicks and a blender.
We have a story about a detachable dick. Jimmy, let us be specific.
True.
Yeah.
A
gas-powered blender.
A gas-powered blender. It's portable.
Right.
Convenient. But a little too powerful for anything you'd need it for.
Fair enough.
Like
right.
My gravel milkshakes.
When I read books, sometimes I do try to listen to like soundtracks that kind of get the mood. Like I listen to the Game of Thrones soundtrack while I read Game of Thrones, and it's a lot of fun.
That sounds so much fun.
So what I'm picturing is that you come home to this new 34-page book that you bought, and your new blender, and you happen to have a bag of 5 cheeseburgers.
What are you gonna do?
You gotta
you gotta
curl up in your
up.
favorite armchair, I'm assuming,
with a TV tray.
Yeah, I don't want to assume that this person is human, but maybe they have a chair and maybe they sit in it and then maybe they blend their burgers while they read about dick
Burger
swapping.
smoothie.
Yeah,
they are otherkin, and they drink of their burger.
Right. They're otherkinning both Keith and Kevin.
Just the fact that he named them both hard K names kind of gets me mad. Just kind of gets me.
Where's Kyle?
Doing.
Keith, Kevin, Kyle. I bet Kyle's later.
Yeah.
Brenda should have been Karen with a K.
This all reminds me of the thing you said about the scam. Reminds me of the soap opera thing, or like, what am I thinking of? It's like the
I don't know.
The procedural writer game where like they try and outdo each other with the most stupid thing, that scene where they were getting counter hacked and the two agents had to use the same keyboard to
that was NCIS. That was on television.
No, this is what I'm talking about.
That's
This is like these writers of these procedural shows, like they have my understanding is that they have a secret game
That makes a lot of sense.
where they try and see what the fuck they can get away with on this stupid garbage show. So this sounds like that, but in weird porno books on Kindle.
Yeah.
I took you to mean the game where a writer will write a paragraph, and then the next writer reads that paragraph and tries to outdo the previous paragraph.
Book telephone.
I
would love to play this game.
This is a great game that we've just created.
I'm gonna make sure if we ever play this game that I'll just keep forcing dick swapping mechanics into it.
Just shoehorn it in,
and
man.
people are gonna be like, "Wow, the mechanics of this universe are so well established." There's a lot of you understand how the dicks are swapped, and you don't question it.
The intricacies of the mechanism.
Right. It's the best fantasy dick swapping mechanism I've ever seen in a piece of fiction. Yeah. Oh man, I've been reading Name of the Wind, and people keep talking about high fantasy to me, and I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I like the book.
Okay, so I think the gas powered blender, dependable, powerful, maybe too powerful. Depending on what you want.
Right.
I think the book just comes up a little short, both in words and in plot.
I feel it's very powerful in nonsensory.
I mean, it is a very powerful nonsensory item. Yes, you are correct.
And people settle all the time.
People
in real life.
settle all the time.
It's the blender could settle for the book.
But would it? Could, yes.
Yeah.
But would it? It's a gas-powered blender.
Tale as old as time. Blender and the book. That's all I wanted to do.
You did it. You can go now.
I just want to ship this because we didn't play a game like this last time I was here.
That's right.
And so now I'm just very committed to making this relationship work.
I mean, do you think they'd work out their differences? I think that a book would get chewed up. Emotionally, physically.
They'd probably divorce, maybe.
They'd get a divorce eventually. It'd be messy.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't have married each other and they didn't love each other at one point.
Okay, that is
and
very
it's not
point.
your fault.
Have a lot of blender babies.
Little blender babies. Aww. Little blender pamphlets. Like how to make a blender work.
How do you get a detachable penis? Maybe a blender.
Maybe you blend it.
I don't know.
You blend it right off.
And it was important that you're asking the questions, Jay.
It's like a clickbait ass fucking pamphlet. Can you detach your penis with a blender? And you open it up and it says no, dummy.
Why would you go eat McDonald's?
Don't put that blender away. It's too powerful.
So what I'm hearing from Tirumari is
yes,
they would fall in love.
I think so.
And what I'm hearing from Jimmy is no, they would not fall in love.
No, they would fall in love, but it'd be dangerous and scary.
Yeah, fatal
for not
attraction.
just them, like the kind of scary relationship where it's scary for like everyone around them.
Every tailgate they go to, people are like, oh, man, they're still together?
Who invited these?
Ooh, awkward.
Didn't she threaten to light his feet on fire or something the last time we were hanging out?
No, they're fine now. They're fine now.
Okay, because he just called her a dumb bitch while you were saying that. He just yelled it out loud.
He yelled it in his book voice.
He's incapable of whispering, I've noticed.
Right. Why do we hang out with these two again?
Because they're just quirky as hell.
Yeah.
It's like watching a soap opera.
God, the stories.
Oh, the stories.
So I'm going to say yes, asterisk.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
Barry Bonds it.
I don't think they'd fall in love, but you guys win. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for respecting the majority vote.
Bringing back a very old bit that we used to do about who wins the Would You Rathers. You guys win.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no sweat.
I was going to say, it's been a while.
Been a while. Our next Would You Rather comes to us from the biggest tailgate party in the whole fucking world, known as Reddit.
Hey.
And user MD Junaid 2495 asks, would you rather wake up every morning with $50 in your pocket every single day, or wake up with $200 hidden somewhere in your house? Note, it's very well hidden, and you have to find it each time.
Or it disappears.
Or it disappears and reappears the next day somewhere else.
Man, that's pretty wild.
So guaranteed easy $50. Now, okay, let me just say this. Yeah. I really don't like money would you rathers.
Okay.
I think generally they're boring because it's like, oh, how much money do I want? Ooh, how much how rich do I want to be? Ooh.
Is it very? It's very.
It's always very. But this one has a different flavor to it. This is like, do I want to put forth the effort? Like, do I have
to make money?
Well, in a way,
$200 a day. That's a living wage.
That's pretty solid.
It's pretty solid. But
I mean, I'm assuming this is like a $200 in cash. So
no, it's Amazon
traceable.
gift cards.
Fuck.
No.
No, it's a different gift card every time.
Oh man, that'd be rough.
So it's $50 in cash or a different
No, I don't want it.
Yeah, that's gonna make it even easier. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like then the $50 in cash in your pocket every day is basically an argument for UBI.
What's that?
Universal Basic Income.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm on the politics subreddit a lot.
What?
But-
Do you guys smell communism? I feel like I think socialism.
It smells
is,
like a book in a blender. What?
Are you guys sure it's not just the jacuzzi?
It might be the jacuzzi. We haven't cleaned it in a while.
It's very old.
Just checking. Yeah.
And it's red. It's a red colored jacuzzi.
This jacuzzi looks like the era that book was probably written in.
From Russia. Red Russian jacuzzi.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is one of those would you rather that we can answer pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much we can explore because like I would personally be willing to put in the work.
Oh, you would?
I
Well,
would.
you're a freelancer now, right?
That's true,
You
yeah,
don't
so
have a
I'm all
date.
about
You
that
don't
hustle.
have.
Wouldn't have to work.
That's true.
I mean, like,
yeah.
It's well hidden.
yeah, but like you have 8 hours
That's true.
to make it. If it takes you longer than 8 hours, then it becomes
Yeah.
not worth
Wait,
it.
do we establish it as 8? I thought it was just the full 24 hours.
Well, no. But I'm saying, like, that's a work day.
As a work day.
Right,
Yeah,
so, like-
yeah.
Because you're not, like, if you don't find it, you still want to go hang out with your friends.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
you can just
still
put
wanna-
on music or
yeah.
a podcast or like 8 podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, in a
How'd
day.
it go today? Can somebody buy me a beer?
I didn't find my 200.
Yeah.
I got my 200 from yesterday.
And they're like, rewind. Could you could you explain real quick what you're talking about?
I literally can't.
what are some of the places it would be hidden? Like, I imagine it's
Well
stuffed
hidden.
up into your, like, bathtub drain.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
I feel like a pipe would really fuck me.
A pipe would fuck
Yeah, let me
you.
finish that sentence. Up the ass.
Ah, yes, very good.
Thank you. Good
Pipe
save.
up the ass. Yes, indeed.
But yeah, I mean,
I feel like you'd have to, like, unscrew the backs of electronics.
right. I think we'd have to at least establish that you wouldn't have to dismantle your house to find it.
No, you do.
You think
See,
like
that
what you
gets
but
pretty
then now,
tough, then.
yeah, because then
It
there's
has
like
to be tough, guys.
I know,
Well,
but
tough,
that's like
like,
an infinite variety.
You have like a how like I'm not gonna disassemble like my toilet like ever.
Yeah, and I'm not
looking
gonna-
for $200.
I'm not gonna strip the walls bare so I can just see the wood 2x4s.
I
in
feel
between.
I feel like inside the remote is fine, but like I'm not taking apart. Like I'm not taking apart the TV.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, then you really don't want that $200.
That's come
do
on.
you? You have to split open every piece of fruit you have in the house
Yeah.
to see if $200 is in it.
And if you'd like to play a game, you need to cut open your stomach
Oh!
to escape.
I'm in my house.
It's inside of
I found it in my pocket. Convenient.
The cash order is coming from inside the house.
I mean, yeah, you'd get to know your attic real well. You'd really
How
get
quaint.
intimate with the, like, dark, scary places. This
Man,
place is always moist.
I watched Hereditary with Jordan last week.
Who is
at
Jordan?
Night. My partner, my beloved partner of almost 6 years now.
Oh,
In
congrats.
fact,
Wow.
today's our basically our monthly anniversary. Oh no,
Hey.
it was yesterday. Whoops.
Oh no.
Let's go.
In any town, it can be any time you want.
There it is. But yeah, we watched Hereditary last week, and then my phone after the movie was over was like, "Hey, move your car." And I was like, I'll just go to bed. And Jordan was like, no, you should move your car. And I was like, babe, are you doing this to me right now? It's like 10:30 at night. I just watched Hereditary. And then I did it because at the end of the day, I was like, I am 29 years old.
And when you did it, a crazy evil cult took you over.
Yeah,
and
wouldn't you believe
stole
it?
you away.
That's the end of the story.
I'm a god of mischief. I did like that moment in the movie. They were like, he's a god of mischief. And I'm like, that's not as scary as
Neither
you
of
think
us
it
have
is.
seen it. Hashtag
Okay.
spoilers, you
Well,
awful person.
that's
How
fair.
dare you?
Honestly, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic film.
I don't watch scary movies.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like
I
it's not like a
can't-
jump scary one, right?
No, not at all. In fact, that's why.
Because that's what I'm into. Is
Yeah.
not. I'm into atmosphere, but like
No, yeah,
jump
it's
scares
good
are
horror.
dumb and
Yeah.
they scare me.
Yeah. Jump scares are bullshit, and I say that as a pretentious amateur film buff. But yeah, this is like tense tense, like The Shining kind of. It's that
like
kind of scary.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, audiences actually despise Hereditary, and critics loved it as a result.
Really?
Because they were like, I didn't jump out of my seat and piss myself. And it's like, yeah, that's
the point.
Yeah, it turns out truly frightening things don't surprise you. It's not like Beelzebub's helmet will be like, it scared you.
Gotcha. Now I get your soul because you flinched.
Right.
2 souls for flinching.
Right. Yeah, true horror is seeing something undescribable and happening in front of you, not being able to explain it, and not being able to trust if you're insane or not. Silent Hill.
Or finding $200 under your shoe.
But my shoe's been dead for 12 years.
Yeah, that's right. Haunted by your own shoes.
Okay.
All right,
so,
just choose then. If you guys don't want to, come on.
If you are correct about dismantling your house every time, then I would say no. If not, if it was like
easier,
I would even allow the pipes. Honestly, that would be like my 6th or 7th hour. Is where I'd be like, time to fucking check the pipes, I guess.
Now it's pipe time.
Yeah, I would allow even that.
Pipe time.
Because $200 of untraceable cash every day, it's worth it for that kind of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Crisp $200 bill.
And
do
I
you
think it would
you'd
average
do
out.
it every single day?
I would try. At least for the 8 hours, like Jimmy described.
So it's like, this is my job now. Searching my house.
Yeah. What do you do? Well, I'm a cash grubber. I'm a cash grubbler. I don't know what to describe it as.
I just spend 8 hours a day grubbling cash.
I've been blessed, or if you look at it, cursed by would you rather gods to forever grubble my home for
Grubble.
for a hot pile of bills.
Now that's a god of mischief. That's funny shenanigans with a reward at the end.
You would have to pay taxes on in either scenario.
No, you would. Oh,
Well,
would
it's
you?
untraceable. Well, I don't know. How's the
You
government
wouldn't
gonna
have to, yeah.
trace
The
your
only
cash?
the only time that you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it is if you found it under the table.
Fuck.
My God, that's amazing. Wow.
I do like the idea that
Anyway,
I do like the idea that sometimes it's just like it's on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
You know,
it's behind that vase. Gotta move the vase.
the money devil's like,
And
I'm not into it today.
Oh, that'd be so
Had a
great. I
big
mean, and
night.
you'd get away with it too. Oh, maybe you would. FBI, you just. Well, sir. We can't find out where you're getting all this money from, and the IRS is very concerned.
We are
You a
arresting
drug
you
lord? You embezzling?
forever, and
Yeah.
we
You're
want
not
to
leaving
know.
your home
Yeah.
to like sell drugs or anything. So like,
2 weeks later, the agents like bursted in the prison. They were like, "How does he keep finding $200 bills in his prison cell?"
$200.
Yeah. How is he doing this?
That's a commissary fund right
spending
there.
it all on cigarettes, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, probably.
And ramen.
Yeah, dude, you'd fucking rule that prison.
You would. Oh man. So no matter what, you're doing
So I'm
pretty
back
good.
on board, regardless. Now my new plan is to get arrested.
Jimmy?
Yeah, it's $200. It's like a game. I like games. It's like a game.
It's like a
Because
game.
like
It's a game that never ends.
Like sometimes it takes a while. Like sometimes I might give up, and sometimes I'll find it real early.
yeah.
But also, it's in the same boat where I'm less inclined to take this if I have to take apart the toilet. Like I don't want to take apart the toilet, or break apart the walls.
Right.
I don't think like breaking apart the wall because it's hidden. It's not unattainable.
Right.
So it's,
I mean, if that I feel like
it's not baked into a cake.
that's
I mean, maybe it is
I'll
baked into a
eat the
cake.
cake.
I'll eat that.
Well, if you wake up one morning and there's just a cake there, you're like, I definitely
I know where it is.
it's my favorite flavor, money.
Dollar bills are disgusting, though.
Yeah,
they're
really
they're
gross.
total germ factories because they're so hard to destroy in the first place. When I used to work retail, I would get like a mild cold like every month and a half, and then after it stopped, and I was like, oh, of course.
Oh, it's the money. It's the same with working with children. They're disgusting.
Just goes to show you, money's evil.
And children are evil. So I'm pretty torn because I feel like I would become complacent and not try and find it. Like I'll be like, oh no, it's fine. I found it a couple days ago. and then just like watch Netflix all the time.
Sure.
I feel like having a goal and having a job keeps me active in a way that like just finding my income laying around the house.
Wow, I guess now it smells like capitalism.
Okay, yeah. I have been brainwashed. It's true.
Dane is a structure boy.
I do need structure. Have you seen my room?
It is unstructured.
I honestly, I totally get that. Yeah, being a freelancer means that I will have days where I'm like, well, I don't have to leave the house.
Right.
And then like people will come by and they just like see me with like sweatpants with like holes in them,
right.
like messy hair. I'm just like, hey guys, I haven't seen what the outside is like today.
Well, professional podcasters who I've heard talk about such things are like, they have to take a shower and they have to get dressed for work, and then they go into their office and do the things that they do at home.
It's not a bad
which
idea,
I
actually.
wouldn't do.
Man, I didn't do that.
I don't have the self-discipline.
Yeah.
So just finding $50 in my pocket and just knowing that like whatever I eat today has been covered. Great. Like, great. Now I can, that is one thing off of my plate.
Right. Or on your plate.
Or it's on my plate because I'm going to eat it. But I think either that or I would like just put that $50 away constantly and just have that as a separate income. Very, very boring answer, but this is what I'm thinking. Like, no muss, no fuss, constant stream of money.
You're making me rethink my answer.
Yeah, you're welcome,
a little bit.
fucker.
Yeah, maybe.
Why am I so angry about that? I don't know.
Biting your style. It's my answer.
Jimmy, I retract you. I apologize for calling you that.
I'm the would you rather boy. I'm the one who answers.
Well, I'm the money grubbler. And,
grubble grubble.
Yeah, I would appreciate if you referred to me by my title.
Grubble grubble. Tirumari, the money grubbler.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
TM. If there's anybody out there who wants to draw the money grubbler, I think that'd be very fun.
Oh, that'd be pretty great. I'd love to see that.
But
I don't even know what I look like. Google me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Our last.
You may or may not be in the thumbnail.
Oh, great.
Our last thumbnail you were in.
That's right. Yeah.
So
you were DK. No, you're Diddy. I mean,
yeah.
I will pick the $50 a day, and I will only wear things that have pockets so that it can, in fact, appear in them. Because if I decided to wear like a kilt or a dress, then hey, where'd the $50 go? It wouldn't be there that day. So if ever I wear dresses, they'd have to have pockets, which of course are the best
kind
dresses.
of dress.
Yeah, the best dresses.
That's true.
So that's what I've chosen.
I'm changing my answer.
This is unprecedented.
It's happened.
I don't know. Maybe you could count that on one hand.
I also just did the math, which is not fun or funny. But man, that's for doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's $1,400 a month ish. It's pretty good.
That's a UBI. Yeah. So I'd like to bring it back to that. Vote local and just do your research when you're about to vote, folks. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Tirumari.
You're welcome.
Give much less of a shit about my job. Because it's just like, well, I mean, I got a pretty good cushion.
Right.
Whatever.
Just real part-time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I got to admit that the $50 a day isn't a bad idea. I think that I'm going to stick with my answer just because, like, maybe I am a greedy person after all. I don't know what this is revealing about me. But
I would say it reveals that you stick to your guns and you're not a fucking flip-flopper like Mr. Jimmy Boy over here.
I heard new information and changed my vote accordingly.
Sure.
That's democracy.
My anger's
Maybe.
back for some reason.
I feel like I've heard this debate exactly maybe 30 times in the past 2 years.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Now it's time for a new thing.
The angriest segment.
The angriest.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Okay.
If you don't hate fuck your way to victory,
Oh my god.
then I don't know.
Tirumari's eyes just like shot open. Like, what is going on
Again,
now?
not to yuck yums, but like I never fully understood the concept of a hate fuck.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I can't even like.
I've had like I guess maybe some of my more adventurous friends be like, dude, a hate fuck is like the best fucking thing. I'm like, is it? I don't like being around people that I hate when we're like 4 feet apart, fully clothed. I can't imagine making myself so vulnerable and so intimate with someone that I was pissed at. Just like, oh man, I fucking hate you. Here's my penis.
Here, take
that I
it.
never have shown to anyone else.
You're the first person who's ever seen it, and I hate you.
And I hate you, and
so
I hate this, but here we are.
Fucking do this. Somehow I'm turned on. I don't get it, y'all.
If you do get it, please write into the pjccast@gmail.com.
Tell us in detail about how you would hate fuck us.
Each one of us separately.
And how you do it.
Or
Write
together.
a 34-page book.
Post it on Amazon.
Right.
And definitely ship us all together, because we're in a hot tub right now, and that's hot as
I feel like the day that someone writes erotic fan fiction about me is the day that I've made it.
You've made it.
Yeah. I would argue if that shows up on Tumblr, then I'm gonna.
And that's where it would show up.
Yeah.
Right next to a picture of the Money Grubbler.
right.
Jimmy, what is our Marry Fuck Kill?
Marry Fuck Kill this week songs. We have Eye of the Tiger,
Okay.
Don't Stop Believin',
Cool.
and Take on Me.
Okay, I was really worried you were gonna list songs I didn't know. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually don't listen to music that often.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm starting
honestly.
to these past couple of years, but like I didn't grow up with like listening to a lot of music. I don't know most famous songs, but these 3 I know.
These are 3 songs that
Yeah.
the name of the song is in the song.
Right, exactly.
So,
Which is so
easy.
helpful for someone like me, because usually I just name songs by their refrain, and then everyone laughs at me.
But they know what you're fucking talking about,
Exactly.
so why are they fucking laughing? God
Yeah.
damn it, people are awful. I want to hate fuck every one of them.
Oh,
every
that's
person.
how it works. Oh, okay. Okay, gosh.
Okay, so Eye of the Tiger
Yeah.
Get you pumped.
is a pretty pumped up song.
Right.
It's about hunters. It's about prey. It's a very sexual song. But it's also about the noble wolf. I mean tiger.
Right.
Which is also noble.
Uh-huh.
So,
little
you
less
know,
noble.
you got claws.
Sure.
You got stripes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eyes, 2 of them.
A big old cat.
Really just giving you the window to further explain, and then you just describe to us what a tiger is.
That's right. Cool. And their eyeballs.
That's true.
2 of them.
They're
like
bigger
Jimmy just
than
said.
ours.
They're bigger. They're
They
bigger.
can see more.
See at night. You can
Wait,
see.
now you're in it too, Jimmy. I don't need the both of you to describe. Okay, here's a few facts about me. I am Indian. I have a degree in biology. I love animals.
No
I
kidding.
know.
I didn't know that.
I know.
I didn't know you were Indian.
Thank you. I know.
What?
Not to brag, I know a lot about tigers.
Do you?
So let's not spend the rest of this segment with the 2 of you explaining what a
okay,
tiger
no,
is.
no, no, okay, wait.
Yeah.
What is one thing that we haven't named
About a tiger?
that we should
That's the
know?
sexiest thing.
The sexiest thing about a tiger.
A tiger like playing with like a volleyball or something. Imagine like a tiger playing with something like a cat
I'm
would.
there. I'm
okay,
done.
so you know how a cat will like swipe at their toy?
Right.
Yeah.
An equivalent swipe of a tiger's paw can break a man's neck. And that's a tiger playing. So yeah.
That's pretty.
So let's fucking play.
Yeah.
Let's play around.
Tigers are just basically like coiled steel.
Wow.
They're way stronger than lions.
What about their eyes, though?
Great.
Okay, great.
eyes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Tirumari, did you know that they got a lot of fur on them?
Oh god, let me write that down. Shit.
They're also the last known survivor that stalks his prey in the night, and they're watching us all with the eye of them.
Right.
What's the second song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing.
About tigers.
It's a very storied song.
Yeah.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
All right.
Taking that midnight train, going anywhere. We could all sing it or speak it, as I was
We
doing.
can all try and sing it. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Whoa! The ultimate.
Let Dane do that.
Dane, go ahead. I would say it's the ultimate, like, white people wasted song of just
Let's
everybody.
mumble all the not chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of sing the chorus. Not even the chorus do we
Not
sing very
even-
well.
not
Right.
very
Right.
well.
Right.
Who sings that?
Journey or Foreigner.
One of those.
It's one of the two. I don't remember.
I have no idea. A journey
You don't listen
brings
to
you,
music.
Yeah, a journey brings you into contact with foreigners.
That's true.
So-
Hey, good point.
Thank you so much.
They are connected.
Trying to contribute to this. I was gonna say because the third song is "Take on Me." I know one of the reasons I can hear all of these songs too is because part of me trying to educate myself into the music has been listening to a bunch of 80s music. I'm trying to take it like era by era, and so I've been listening to tons of 80s music on Spotify, and like these songs play constantly. And when I'm like driving to like gigs or auditions,
Sure.
we were talking about vocal training earlier, to do vocal exercises, I've been trying my best to sing along with these songs.
Oh.
And I guarantee you it's horrific. But like, yeah, Take On Me is like one of the songs that I really try to sing along with because it does go everywhere.
It goes in that
It goes pretty
high
high.
falsetto.
Yeah.
That everyone can do, but not well.
I mean, they can in a day or two.
Yeah.
That song really became more to the forefront of my brain due to Family Guy, which I'm somewhat ashamed to admit.
Family
If
Guy
I
was-
felt shame, I
Family
don't
Guy was
feel
good
shame.
for a time, and it's just not anymore, and that's okay.
And that's fine. But
Yeah, it had its moments.
that is
Not
really
anymore.
what like made me go like, is this a thing? Is this a real what? It's like they're doing a whole Who Framed Roger Rabbit in a 80s context, but also like there's portals
Right.
going on with it.
Man.
So that's fun. I have fun watching that and seeing what that's all about. And
Yeah.
there's like a whole storyline in that too, because they're like running away from bad guys.
Bad pencilman.
They're bad pencilmen.
Yeah.
Those men made of pencil. and you know, it has I don't remember how it ends, but I remember feeling good at the end. So it has a happy
I think
ending.
it turned out okay.
It turns
Yeah.
out okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Which I don't know if Eye of the Tiger does, because that's a hunt.
Right.
That's a straight up hunt.
Honestly, I've already made my choices again. I'm sorry. I know I keep like just doing this, but
Tirumari-
I like to make firm choices quickly.
Tirumari,
Yeah.
you've said you've listened to this podcast before.
Yeah.
We were under the impression that you knew kind of what our steez
I
was.
know. And I need to
and-
let you know.
You come into our tub
You come in the hot tub.
and you just start running your opinions off before we've talked about it till people just stop caring.
Sure.
You put your opinions out there
Right.
while they still care. And that's
Right.
not really what we do here.
Yeah,
So
you know that
we
group
were-
of friends where you're like hanging out with them and they're all just like, where should we eat? I'm not really feeling Chinese. I had Chinese 80 days ago. And like
20 minutes later.
and they're like, oh, pizza, but that's pizza. Or like what? They just like say all this fucking shit.
But that's pizza.
And then I'm the guy who's standing off to the side. Just all of my blood vessels have burst.
And you're starving.
Yeah. And so then I just stand in the middle of the group and I go, Jack in the Box, we're doing it. And we just go.
Go.
And then people complain and I'm like, fucking keep complaining. I am starving.
And that brings
so,
us
yeah.
to Nerd Raids, the
Great Debates,
Nerd
yeah.
Rage, the Great Debates,
Yeah.
where they make very quick, decisive decisions and then talk about it
Ironically,
for a long time.
I am numerically the worst competitor on that podcast.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
been on yet, though. So,
We'll see how it goes.
Eye of the Tiger. Small Town Girl. What is it?
Don't stop believing.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, Small Town Girl. Yeah.
Small Town Girl.
That's exactly what I would call it.
And Never Gonna Give You Up. No, wait.
No.
No. Oh,
Take
damn.
on Me.
I did it wrong. I did it wrong again.
You accidentally rickrolled us right
That's
now?
right.
Okay.
The Tiger, Don't Stop Believing. Take on me.
Tirumari, give us your ops.
I would fuck Eye of the Tiger. I would marry Take On Me. And I would kill Don't Stop Believing.
Great. Next. No. So why would you coitus the tiger?
So yeah, I think I agree with what you guys were saying earlier. It is like a pump up song. It's really there for it. I feel
You're
like
saying it's a pump in song, also.
very much so. Yeah. Never pump out unless you're about to pump in afterwards. Let me take it from me, y'all.
Ew, gross. You yes and my joke, and it was bad.
I honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do. If someone makes like an inappropriate joke around me,
Just make it really.
I make it
just
really
go all
creepy
the
and
way
really
for
fucking
it.
weird, and it's my favorite thing.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
I think it just has that kind of pulsating energy. The like dun 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 dun. Yeah, that's just fucking. That's what you do when you fuck.
That is what you do.
I would marry Take On Me because I think the message of the song is very supportive, and it's like saying that like I'll be there for you, and you can trust me, and I'll protect you from the pencilman, and
even if it's in a day or two.
Even if it's in a day or
Might
two,
take a while, but I'll be there.
Yeah,
It's a different song.
It's a different song.
And then I would kill Don't Stop Believin' because that song can't tell me what to fucking do.
Yes.
I will stop believing whenever I'm depressed, and that's often. And fuck you, song.
And that's my personal choice.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold on to this feeling because, to be quite fair, belief and hope is fleeting. And I would say
Ephemeral.
cynicism is the real cool, smart thing to do, kids. Take it from me, an edgelord.
TM, wink.
Right. I'm giving myself all sorts of unfortunate names this episode.
Yeah, it's all right. You're a great guy. So
Thank you.
You're still going to come back on. So it's
Thank
going
you.
to be great.
Cool. I'm gonna just burst down the door next time and be like, "What's up, nerds?"
I'm in a rage.
Yeah, you cuck anyone recently?
Oh, no.
And we'll be
trying
like,
to get
I maybe.
I guess.
I wouldn't know.
I have hate fucked before.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Ooh, what about hate cucking? I'm gonna fucking write that down. I like that line so much.
Do it.
Yeah.
I think I am going to marry Take On Me. Yeah, because it's dependable and it's fun. I like cartoons. And the music
Do you
videos
like
got
cartoons?
cartoons
And the
in there.
80s?
And the 80s. Honestly, I went through a period in high school where I was like, what the fuck was the point of the 80s? Why do we even need it? What? Leg warmers? Wear pants. Come on. Side ponytails? That's not the way hair goes.
And then you saw a side ponytail as a child and you ran out of the room.
I just want to yank on it, and that's not nice. That's presenting me with bad things.
I was the exact opposite. I once, not ironically,
Put your hair in a side ponytail?
Thought and said, I was born in the wrong decade.
Yeah,
I was like a high
did.
schooler. I was like, the 80s though. No. Like,
Nice.
no.
Keep in mind, this is when Jimmy was whilst listening to Korn.
This is
So
probably
I
before
don't.
that.
Was it? No.
Maybe.
Born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore this space. Or whatever the 4chan people say.
Oh.
I definitely got that from a 4chan post. Yeah.
Never yet been on 4chan.
That's fine.
I only
You'll get arrested.
Dude, it's honestly, it's all about the 4chan subreddit. I know a lot of 4chaners would like love to shit on me for that, but here's the joke: is that you guys are on 4chan, so like I'm on the subreddit and I see the
Take
funniest
that,
parts of it.
4chan users.
You're not really hurting my feelings.
Let's hope it's not our Sweden audience. Anyway.
But yes,
I think I'm gonna marry Take On Me. I'm gonna fuck Eye of the Tiger because damn those claws. Ooh. I want to be an object to be hunted. I want to be desired in that way. And then I'm gonna kill what's the middle one?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
Because it's annoying. I really dislike, and it's too heteronormative. Like, come on, we got more options these days.
Is it about a couple even? What even is that song about?
Well,
though?
I mean, just
Exactly, kill it.
I don't know. Actually, what is that song about?
There you go. I'm not going to delve into it because I'm already halfway through my thing.
I think in my head they just met on the train, but I don't think the song actually says that, right?
I don't know if it's a love song.
Yeah.
Maybe it definitely is, but
I
like,
don't know. Yeah.
Guys, it's a song about a boy and a girl during the 80s. They're gonna fall in love.
Yeah, a girl from across the tracks, and then a filthy bridge and tunnel little shit.
There you go. See, who
I'm a
needs
bridge
them?
and tunnel troll.
Let's throw 'em
Sorry
away.
to all the East Coast listeners. I don't mean any of that. I just like how funny it is that people say bridge and tunnel like it's an insult.
Bridge
never
and
heard
tunnel.
that.
Oh, it's like a way that New Yorkers shit on like New Jersey folk.
People
and
who
other
come
people.
over the bridge or through the tunnel.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so needless.
Though I guess a lot of people in San Francisco feel that way about the rest of the East Bay.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they do.
Not
and
that
I
we'd know.
fight them.
Not that we know. We live in Anytown, USA.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
We're allowed to know about things. Still.
Says you, James.
World culture.
So, and then I would... No, I think I did all three.
Yeah,
them all.
we had the same answers and the same
did.
reasons pretty much too. I was gonna
Nice.
say, yeah, look at that. Great
Okay.
minds.
Hey,
So-
high five. Slap.
I'm gonna triple up on the fucking of a tiger.
Cool.
And their
cool.
eyes.
That's a
Yeah.
triple fuck tiger.
But I'm gonna marry Don't Stop Believing.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's dependable.
Okay.
It'll always be there. And
matter what.
everyone kind of likes it
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And that's all you can hope for.
For your marriage.
Yeah. It's like, I like it enough.
That'll do me for 50 years.
And then I'll kill the pencilman.
Aw.
Take on me. Somebody's got to go.
Somebody
Something's
does
gotta
have
give.
to go. It's true.
And it's
they're
not going to be my
real, are
lover
they?
or my partner.
Yeah,
I feel like the take on me guy would accept it.
yeah, he's
Maybe like-
just like,
He just sort of shrugged.
Yeah.
I guess I'm getting erased.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sure, kill me.
Kill on me. Take me out of this existence.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and it's just a drawing. Like, they're not going to feel anything. It's just a drawing.
I don't know
person.
how the fucking chalk zone works.
I don't.
Yeah, I've seen that SpongeBob episode.
Very good. Our last Would You Rather
Yes.
comes to us from our good friends over at the improv troupe Jurassic Pope. And
nice.
the entire troupe asks
In unison.
together in
Like
eerie
the children
harmony,
of the corn.
in weird tritones. Would you rather never be able to turn on lights yourself or have shark skin?
Fucking Jurassic Pope, I have
Wow,
a couple
yeah.
questions for you.
Honestly, Jurassic Pope, thank you. I really like that question. But wow, yeah.
So no matter what, you can't turn on lights.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot physically turn on a light. Or every inch of your body is covered in sandpapery shark skin.
Is it bad, shark skin? I need to look up about some shark skin.
Shark skin is
I can
very
make an informed
sandpapery.
decision.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, I got some facts for you right here.
Oh, that's right. We have a biologist.
Yeah, but yeah, the structure of it is like a bunch of like sort of serrated teeth in a sense. People will say, I think it probably, don't quote me on this one, but I think it differs between species because people will say that they've like run their hand against the grain on a shark and like their palm gets a little bloody.
Yeah.
and so it can be
Little
that
cut
bad.
up.
But then I think with some sharks, it's like not as bad.
It actually does the opposite, and your skin feels great.
yeah,
super
it just
moisturized.
exfoliates.
It
Yeah.
exfoliates and like, you know, you your hand loses several years of wear and tear.
Right. Gwyneth Paltrow's like, microbeads are bad for the environment.
But shark skin.
Yeah, keep a shark in a little wading pool in your bedroom. Every mom can do this.
Every mom.
Fuck
every
you, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Hashtag fuck you, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, we'll make that one a thing.
A lot of limes. Gotta buy a lot of limes.
Hashtag goop.
Yeah, so I think just so inconvenient not being able to turn on lights, though.
Right.
Can you light a candle?
Seems like a lot.
It's turning on a light, James.
I don't
Come
know that
on,
that's
think
turning
about
on
it.
a light.
That's the original turning on a light, man.
If cavemen back in the day,
Can I just drop a match next to a gunpowder line, and that lights a bonfire?
Jimmy, why are you trying to cheat so
They're
hard?
too, because I'm a cheater.
Jimmy, why are you trying to cheat so hard?
Because I like lights, all right?
Yeah, well, great. Then I think we know which one you're going to pick. Then, huh?
Not
Scar-
necessarily.
Mr. Scratchy Skin,
That's
Mr. Gray-looking gray man, who's covered in sandpaper.
I'm going to keep thinking about my answer while Dane just rips Jimmy to shreds. Just
Like a
eviscerated.
shark might?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do the podcast.
Oh no! They're dropping
Oh,
like
man.
flies.
What's Brian up to?
He's doing his own podcast.
Oh my god, that would be the best insult.
That would be so good.
I can't, but I have to do one still.
Would you rather not be able to touch shark skin or be covered in light? that's the question he's answering
That's
right
that's the Brian verse version. Yeah.
Honestly, this is a good would you rather question because you can't weigh them against each other at all.
Would you'd be real good at swimming? Is that real?
Why?
Would you get better?
Why would you?
Because you have shark skin.
Right, but
What are you talking about?
I would argue that a shark is a better swimmer because of the overall structure of it.
Their cartilage.
But you'd be like you'd be slicker.
You would be slicker.
You
That's
definitely
true.
would be slicker. Let's give them that. You would be slicker.
You know what?
You'd be, and if you're in the city, you'd be a city slicker.
I'm a city street slicker shark.
I mean, it is exactly why professional swimmers. I mean, you've mentioned on the podcast before that you're a swim boy.
That's right.
And
Professionally.
Yeah. But yeah,
paid to go in the
swimmers
water.
Will shave themselves. Make themselves baby smooth.
Also,
to increase those times.
bikists.
Bikists, yes.
You'd be hairless with shark skin.
You would be.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, no more Brazilians, none of that.
You'd
No
save
more
so
hair.
much money on your monthly Brazilians.
yeah.
And you hire to shave you.
Right.
Hey, Brazilian, come shave me. Is that racist? I don't know.
I don't know. But the thing is, at first I was like, would this get you an in with other sharks? But that's kind of the thing about sharks is that they will attack their own kind.
Yeah, they're not
easily.
really into each other.
Yeah, they go
They're
into
not a
those
social
frenzies.
creature.
Yeah. Gosh.
And the thing about lights is that it's a social creature. That didn't work. There's nothing there. Just
I
dropped
got you,
that
though.
one.
I
Hey,
see where you're
thanks.
going.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah. Gosh. Not being able to turn on lights though is sucky.
It's a weird thing because I not even to be cheat or be sneaky, but like, where is the line? Because I feel like your smartphone, you can turn up that brightness pretty high.
No, you wouldn't be able to.
What's the line?
The line is you can't make things brighter. Like you can't turn on lights. So like your phone would still be on, but it would be on its lowest setting.
I could tell, but why would it be? I could tell somebody to turn it up for me.
So other people have to do it. That's what I'm imagining.
You have to have so you
And then it
go
would
on
just
the
be
train.
on the brightest.
Yeah.
You go on the train and you're like, excuse me, can you? I'm sorry to bother you, but could you turn up my phone brightness for me? And they're
Why
like,
would you ever turn it off? That's what I'm saying.
It would be.
Why?
For,
If I turn, why would a light just turn off? Like it would burn out eventually.
agreed.
I would just have somebody turn all the lights on in my house and then never turn them off.
That's a fair point. I was worried that like my loved ones in my life would hate me by the end of it.
Right.
After like a few months, like what would happen is that my roommates would walk in and it would be pitch black and they'd hear a voice from the darkness. Hey guys, could you
Please.
I know I ask this
I
every
have
day.
a very, very specific disability.
It was like, I don't believe you, Tirumari. I feel like you're fucking lying.
I feel like you're just a lazy no lightman.
I feel like
A lazy no lightman.
every time I come in, I feel like you're a snowboarder who just fell down a hill and you knocked into my class,
Right.
and I feel like this every time.
Right. That's exactly the emotional arc.
Well, I think I know my choice, and I think I'm going to be a shark skin boy, and I'll tell you why. Just like we said, exfoliation. People would be into it, and I'd be able to like sand things. Like I'd be a very good woodworker because I'd be able to sand things down to silky smooth. I would. I bet it would feel good, even better when I take a bath, because I love baths. I'll take a bath a week, and now
You saying that is already the case.
that is already the
Okay.
case. I take a bath a week now. Imagine how many baths I'll like enjoy.
2.
More a week, at least 2 a week.
What would your media name be? Because I think by then you'd be a media phenomenon, like Batboy.
I'd probably be Graham.
Greg Graham.
Greg Graham.
Greg Graham.
That's right. I am good
Today
at
I'm joined by Greg Graham and
Sharkskin Boy.
yeah.
Graham.
That was lame. I'm gonna come
Came
back
from
to
the
you on
King's
that one.
Quest.
I thought you were gonna say Grey Poupon.
The shark.
Because I'm so fancy. I would both have shark skin, and I would also be best dressed. No, I would have shark skin for all of those reasons, and I bet like sushi would taste better too. The end.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you guys? What would you
Jimmy, what are you
pick?
thinking?
It's at no point did you say this, but I'm definitely imagining that you also have like a weird half human, half shark like face. This is not where you're kind of like a cartoon shark man.
Sure.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Definitely don't have a nose.
Yeah, and I'm just like a fish. You know, that's not what you said.
It isn't
at all. But I don't know if I could do it. I would like to touch my loved ones ever
That's
again.
true.
And I wouldn't want to cut them all up.
Yeah.
So I think I'll just depend on them for illumination for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
What if I got a helper monkey? It's good at one thing.
Oh man, I mean, okay, so your level of excitement was super high. And I was like very excited for your answer, and then when you answered it, I am 100% on board because I have wanted a helper monkey since I knew they existed as a child, and I have told people unprompted this information about me that I want a helper monkey.
It'd be like
Hi, my name's
Man.
Tirumari, and I want a helper monkey.
And they're like, I don't know how to help you with that. And then I go, that's okay. That's fine. You know.
That's your opening line in your stand-up bit. My name's Tirumari. It's good to be here. I want a helper monkey.
Just never bring it up again. Right. It is the worst kind of Chekhov's gun of comedy.
Classic Chekhov's gun of comedy.
Remember that thing I said earlier? I don't. And it's like I've been me.
Yeah, see you later.
I've been me.
Oh man, so I do agree with Jimmy here. I was gonna say, I'm a social awkward person. I have a very, I think, visible personal bubble and I know it's visible because people usually respect it a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think I just have that kind of body language, and I stand by it. But I have learned to accept this about myself in my adult life, that my love language, so to speak, is physical affection.
Okay.
And so, like, when friends give me hugs or whatever, friends will like ask to play with my hair, and like, even as a grown man, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It just makes me feel included, and so yeah, I would like to still maintain that. Though the shark skin would be good cosplay and good Naruto cosplay.
That's true.
For Kisame. Yeah, just want to put that out there.
Good.
Yeah, cool.
Neither of us have seen Naruto.
Oh, there's a shark themed guy.
It's a gap in both of our nerddoms.
That's totally fine. Yeah, all you need to know is that there's a bad guy at one point, and he's a
shark.
He's like a shark dude, and they never explain it.
They never address it?
Never. I mean, everyone's just like, wow, this guy has like all these crazy abilities. Like he's a strong, and he has like all these sharp teeth, and he has like gills on his fucking neck, and they like never explain why any of that happened. It's just there. Naruto really just went off the rails. Maybe halfway through.
Jump the shark.
I think I know.
I almost thought I needed to beat Dane to that joke, honestly. I was like, I gotta say it fast.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dane's over there. He's listening.
I remember there was specifically one moment where the main villain brings down this giant asteroid. And and like, just from the scale, because the artist is very talented, it looked like the size of like maybe a school gymnasium, if not bigger.
Fuck.
Or maybe like a high school campus, let's say. The size of a high school campus, this asteroid is coming down, and then only one of the ninjas there has like an appropriate ability to hold it up in the air. And then it was like a giant 2-page spread of this intense action. And then 4 pages later, the bad guy's response was to bring down a second asteroid on top of the first asteroid, and it hits. And then I just had this moment where I went, oh yeah, this is a manga about ninjas. It's about ninjas.
And their ninja abilities.
Yeah, and there's space-time magic or whatever any of this is. Jesus.
So what would you pick for a would you rather?
The light thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't want the shark's skin.
Good.
I want to be touched.
Very good.
Yeah. In the dark, really.
I guess so.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Well, that's very doable with this would you rather. So you're in the right place.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we did it.
We did.
We did another episode of the PJC cast. I want to thank Tirumari for joining us today.
Can I ask real quick?
Tub.
Is this episode longer than the last one I was on?
Almost certainly.
Maybe. Let's find out.
We've been. Dane used to be a bit of a taskmaster, and then we just stopped.
Oh,
and it's
well,
I don't know
fine.
what's happening.
I was gonna say I'm like that person who loves to go off on tangents. I love tangents, so I feel guilty.
We've been termed the tangent cast before.
And that's great.
Nice. Hell
That's
yeah.
not an insult.
But
eyes.
Tirumari, tell us what you're doing. What should the people out there be
Gladly.
listening to?
I'll be doing a staged reading at the Olympians Festival at Exit Theater in a few weeks.
Oh, fun.
And that'll be cool. That'll be my first serious
Where
stage debut.
where is that?
Exit Theater is in the basically the Tenderloin, but it's like right next to Powell BART Station. It's
Of San Francisco.
In San Francisco. Yes, correct. I should mention that.
We have international listeners.
Fair enough.
And then so in the country of the United States of America, in state of California.
Zip code.
Yeah, I'll also be doing 3 nights with the Endgames Sketch Company for their Halloween show in October.
fun.
Endgames Sketch Company Live from Hell is the name of the title, and I wrote some sketches, and I'm very excited. One of my rejected sketches was called Luigi Board, which I figured you guys would appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what else am I doing? I'll be doing stand-up here and there. I'll be headlining Certified Fresh in Berkeley. At a pizza store in a few weeks, or no,
Cool.
in a couple months. Yeah, so I'll be here and there. You can Google me, Tirumari. I'm the only Tirumari that exists. So
And the Komedio podcasting network.
yes, so the Komedio Comedy Network, my comedy group. You can support us on Patreon. You can check out our podcast, Nerd Rage. Oh, I should mention this too. It's official. So Nerd Rage Great Debates is our main podcast. We are starting a new podcast as well, and our first episode will be a live show in November at 222 Hyde. It'll be called Nerd Rage, the Roast of Harry Potter. November 28th. Come on by. We will have Harry Potter himself there, as well as a bunch of comedians who will be roasting the Harry Potter universe.
Oh my God.
Yes, so please
Very
come check
good.
that out. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming and joining us and roasting in our tub.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Oh,
Hot
also
Tub
Super
humor.
Trash Brothers. Oh, I already mentioned them.
Yeah, you did.
Cool,
But
okay.
it's cool. Mention them again. So everyone out there, look Tirumari up. Very funny man here in our tub. But if you have any would you rathers for us, please send them to the PJCcast@gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast. We're also on Facebook and Patreon as well. And now we're on Stitcher and also Spotify. So you can just stream your heart's content. Oh boy. It's so good. Yes, but even if you only have half of a would you rather, I like to call them halfies. You can send them to us and we'll pair them up with another halfie. And it'll be very funny.
It's like all of our love games, but with the listeners.
Love listener games.
And use the code word hatecuck.
Don't do that.
making
Please don't do
30%
that.
off.
For the love of God, please don't do that. But for another week, my name is Dane,
I'm Jimmy.
And I've been Tirumari.
and we want to have you have a good night and for you to get home safe.
Do you want to do that last bit again or not?
Not really.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, that was...